Parksville Lake, just on the Ocoee, heading towards Big Frog Mountain. There has been a lot of rain, so it'll probably be a wet, muddy day for us.
First trail for the day was Little Gassaway, Trail NF45. This is a reasonably well-maintained road that starts at Ocoee number 3 down. It's one of the main access trails for the Big Frog Wilderness area. You'll gain almost 1,000 feet of elevation, but it's not a steep climb. There's nothing difficult about this trail, and you don't need anything special to drive it. There's a campground at the beginning of the trail called Thunder Rock, which provides 37 regular campsites for pop-ups and RVs less than 20 feet. There's no electricity except at site number 9, which has a 30 amp connection. We did have some cell service, which was on Verizon on this trail. The next trail is Peavine Sheeds, CR221. This is a nice, easy to navigate trail in the Big Frog Mountain Wilderness, which is part of the Cherokee National Forest. The trail is fairly well maintained, so it should be accessible to almost any vehicle. There are several areas along the trail with great views of the surrounding mountains and valleys. There are also many places to pull off and disperse camp along the trail, with some of those spots being next to creeks. We had spotty cell service, which was Verizon, which is the biggest part being in the higher elevations of the trail. The trail has many spurs and other trails to explore. This trail is part of the Georgia Traverse Trail, which is a bunch of trails that are strung together to make up a large, mostly off-road drive across Georgia. The next trail is Falls Branch Road, FS374. This Forest Service road is gravel and easy to navigate. There are a few rough places along the trail, but nothing difficult. It's located in the Big Frog Mountain Wilderness, which is part of the Cherokee National Forest. There are a lot of great views along this trail. When we went, the trail was closed at 4.5 mile mark, but it goes on for another 3 miles after that. We had spotty cell service along the trail, which is Verizon. There are a few places to pull off and camp. next trail is Big Frog FS62. This trail is less maintained than the other trails in the area. There are some places with deep ruts and one place that is off camber that we marked with an 18-degree roll. I would recommend airing down to smooth out the ride, although it is not necessary to complete the trail. We drove this trail in the rain, which creates some large mud puddles, but none of them cause any issues. I'm marking this trail as gravel, but when it's raining, it's mostly mud. There are a few places for great views along the trail, but you would mostly see those in the winter when the trees are bare. We had spotty cell service along the trail, which is Verizon. This trail is part of the Georgia Traverse Trail, which is a bunch of trails that are strung together to make a large, mostly off-road drive across Georgia.